What's up, everybody? This is a picture of me when I was just a young man, just finishing college, starting out in the working world. And I was, yes, you guessed it, challenged with finding a good job. I graduated in the year of 2008, and things were not exactly stable at that time in the American economy. I was recently watching a video where a young YouTuber talks about her plan to become a millionaire by the time she reached 32. And so I thought it would be quite interesting to describe what my plan was to become a millionaire in my 30s as well. I'm going to walk you through exactly the steps that I think are going to be important for me to get to millionaire status. First things first, I'm going to always solidify what I would call guaranteed income. Now, as we all know, nothing in life is guaranteed, but something that gets sort of dismissed nowadays, I think is still very important on my millionaire journey, and that's having a job. I call having a job the closest thing you can get to guaranteed income. I want to have a job that, one, gives me autonomy. When I'm talking about autonomy, I mean the ability to make decisions on my own and to be judged on the result. Of course, you're going to have a boss, you're going to have leadership, you're going to have different meetings and things you have to do and attend. But I'm not looking for a job that is going to micromanage me. I'm looking for a job that is going to allow for me to have autonomy and be able to live comfortably. Whatever comfort is for me at my stage of life. I want that job to help me generate an income that's as high as possible. I want to be judged off of the result of my work. Number one, get a job. I know it's something that a lot of entrepreneurs dismiss, saying that a job will never give you the type of income that you need. However, I consider my job my first investor into my journey of being a millionaire. Number two, I'm going to save as much as humanly possible, right? I'm going to put my savings on autopilot. What does that mean? Well, in order to put your savings on autopilot, it really means that you have to also put your bills on autopilot. So you need to have some guaranteed income that will allow you to put your bills on autopilot. Meaning you can pay your bills without even thinking about it. And if you can't do that, if you can't pay your bills on autopilot, that means your bills are too high. In that case, you need to decrease your bills until your bills can be put on autopilot. On my journey to become a millionaire, my savings will be on autopilot, my bills will be on autopilot, and I'll have disposable income to do whatever I want with. So I won't be checking to see how many cups of coffee I bought, or if I can buy an expensive jacket, or go to the movies, or live on a strict budget where we can't do that, we can't do this. That's not going to be my approach. I learned this from Ramit Sethi, an author of a 2009 bestseller, I Will Teach You to Be Rich. He takes a completely different approach than all the other financial experts for the everyday individual. This book literally changed my thinking as it relates to becoming rich automatically by automatically saving, automatically paying your bills, and using the rest to enjoy life without daunting restrictions that you can't buy a Starbucks whenever you feel like it. Number three, I'm going to challenge my thinking constantly as it relates to money and as it relates to life in general. I'm going to continue to learn, continue to watch YouTube videos, continue to get around people that are learning and talking. I'm going to listen to podcasts, listen to a variety of experts and a variety of teachers as it relates to finances and how to participate in the economy in a real way. This is very important because if you don't know better, you don't do better. The way you think determines so much about how you live. A very ancient book even speaks about this. It says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So For me, that means if I think that I can't be rich, if I think that I can't experience the finer things in life, then I won't. If I think that I can, I likely will. A CEO once told me many years ago while I was in college, he said, I think I'd asked, how did you get to this position? And he told me, he said, you can be as big as you dream to be. So how big do you dream to be? Number 4, real estate. I'm going to buy real estate because real estate, in my opinion at least, is just another form of saving. You aren't losing the money. You're just taking the money and putting it into an asset class called real estate. So instead of seeing the money physically in your account, physically see the real estate, which is actually more real than the money itself. So in 2019, right before the pandemic, I purchased my first home, and I did a ton of research before making a purchase. Many folks were talking about a recession was on the way, and to be very cautious and may not be the right time to buy. I went ahead and purchased anyway, and it ended up being one of the best decisions that I've ever made. It immediately shot my net worth up by over $200,000 because the value of the home I bought in a short 2 years was suddenly worth $200,000 more than what I spent on it. Things change every day, but the likelihood that your net worth will change in the right direction increases dramatically when you own real estate. I believe it's a good thing to start with a home. You start with a home, and then you start diving into other real estate, buying lots, potentially doing new construction or fix and flips, or just investing in real estate investment trusts, which we'll get more into at another time. But the 4th thing I'm going to do to become a millionaire is to invest in real estate. Number 5, have a side hustle. In today's economy, there's so many different ways to participate. If you have a side hustle, you can be on Uber, driving folks around, DoorDash, delivering folks food, Instacart, picking up folks groceries, participating in the sharing economy. You can do Turo or Airbnb, and Turo is where you can actually share your car with other people. That's something I do. It's one of my side hustles, and it's strategically used to help me build into number 6, having a business. Having a business sometimes requires a lot of financing for you to get the product and actually make sure that it works, and then make sure it's shipped to customers until you build up enough traction and momentum to start seeing some growth. So one of my plans to be rich is to actually have a physical product-based business that is serving a problem for people, that grows and grows and increases to such a large scale that it actually pays for everything else. And then maybe the side hustle is no longer needed. But having a business, that's the 6th most important thing on my millionaire journey. Number 7 for me is partnerships. I've got to partner with other people. There's a book out called Who Not How. Who do I need to connect with? Not how do I need to do it myself. So partnerships have been very important for me. Most of the businesses that I've really seen great success in is because I've had a partner that was good at the things that I wasn't good at. So partnerships, networking, meeting new people, like-minded people. And when you think about it, it really ties back into number 1 of having a job, because a job is just another form of a partnership. You're just partnering with this business to get some work or activity done for a fee. And so there's all kinds of partnerships, whether I'm partnering and we're equal partners, or whether I'm partnering with someone who can work for me. Partnerships are key. You need to be in rooms and around people that you can partner with. Number 8, I'm going to write my goals. I'm going to speak my goals. I'm going to believe in myself. This is all the mushy and fluffy stuff, right? You've heard it said before, if you don't know where you're going, then any path will take you there, right? But if you know where you're going, there are certain paths that will take you to that destination. And so I know that I want to be a millionaire in my 30s. I am going to write that out as a goal, and I'm going to be continually thinking about that goal and what steps I need to take to get there. For instance, with my job, one of the goals is to use that money to invest in a retirement plan. So I'm going to invest heavily in a retirement plan in order to get to my goal of being a millionaire in my 30s. That means maxing out the amount that I can save every year in retirement. And so a portion of my salary is going into savings, which is being matched by my company up to a certain amount, which is allowing me to get closer and closer to that $1 million. In addition to that, the real estate that I mentioned earlier, the more I'm saving and investing in real estate, the more I'm paying down my home, and the more the value of my home is increasing, which is it is important to buy a home in an area where the value of the homes are expected to increase. And so by doing that, I also have a goal in place to get closer to that $1 million by investing and saving in my home and other real estate activities. As it relates to my businesses, I have a goal to introduce more products, and those products I'll test out with customers. And as folks decide that, okay, they like the solutions, then we will create more goals around how we can spread the word. We can make sure that we're serving customers in the right way with our customer service. So we'll develop goals in all these areas in order to get closer to our plan of being a millionaire in our 30s. Number 9, pray and meditate. A journey to getting $1 million in my 30s, I believe that it's going to challenge me, and there's going to be tough obstacles ahead. How do I get through those obstacles? I meditate, I pray, I get calm, I get silent. When I stop, I breathe, I get into a calm space, and I find gratefulness, happiness in where I am and in where I am going. So I'm not just unhappy on my journey. I'm actually very happy, enjoying the sights, enjoying the process, enjoying the learning while I continue to get to my goal of $1 million. Number 10, final point, I'm going to take risks. I'm going to try new things. I'm going to step out into new areas. I'm going to attempt different activities, different businesses, different potential streams of income, like YouTube. This is not something that I seen in my future even a year ago. But today, it's becoming a more important part of my journey, not only for the ability to document the process, but also to share and connect with others and impact others in this way. And so it feels like a risk at times. Is this the right way I should be using my time? But it's a risk I'm willing to take on my journey to developing more streams of income, but more importantly, developing more impact. And so I've come a long way from where I started all those years ago. I still have a very long way to go. I hope you'll wish me luck on my goal that I've stated and I'm putting out there for the world to see, to be a millionaire in my 30s. And I wish you luck with your goals, and I hope you reach them. I hope you go after them. I hope you believe in yourself, and I hope you stay motivated. Until next time, leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. Peace.